Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Health 360. On the show this week, we're going to be telling you why medical tourism industry in India is suffering because of the West Asia war. Semaglutide patents also expiring, which means very soon the market is going to be flooded with generic GLP-1 medicines. What does that really mean for obesity treatment in India? The LPG crisis means that in India, people are turning towards firewood. Also on the show, what's with the story that is doing the rounds on Bluetooth devices next to your ears causing cancer, and also new research pointing towards this direction that consumption of short reels interferes with your cognitive health. That much more up ahead on the show, all the trending stories around health, wellness and fitness. I'm Sneha Mordani. Let's get started with Health 360 this week. India's obesity drug market is now entering a new phase as Novo Nordisk sees the expiration of its key semaglutide patent in India. The patent loss is going to allow several Indian pharmaceutical companies to now launch lower-cost versions of the active ingredient used in Ozempic and in Wegovy. These generic therapies are expected to be at least 50% cheaper than Novo's treatment, changing the way India handles obesity and diabetes. Here's a report on what is expected. India's GLP-1 market could grow from about 10 billion rupees last year to as much as 50 billion rupees by 2030, with prices possibly declining 40 to 50% following the patent expiry as additional manufacturers now enter this segment. This semaglutide GLP-1 will now be a household name. The reason is, of course, the drop in prices and the surge in obesity levels in India.
When this patent expires, there are already more than 50 branded generics which will be there in the market, because of which these medicines will be easily available. The access is going to significantly improve to the general population. And also the cost of treatment, which till date was about 8,000 to approximately 16,000 rupees in a month, would drop down to 3,000 to 5,000 rupees in a month.
The expiry of patents means a complete transformation of diabetes treatment landscape.
Let the doctor decide about it, when to start their patients on this drug. So unnecessary publicity, if you may use this word, in the media or in the social media about the use of drug should be prohibited. I think the government has to take action on this, because not everyone, whether he needs it or not, should decide on their own to start this medication.
Semaglutide belongs to a class of drugs known as GLP-1 receptor agonists and is widely used in the treatment of type 2 diabetes. In recent years, it has also gained global recognition for its role in weight management. Originally developed by Novo Nordisk, semaglutide is marketed globally under well-known brands used for both diabetes and obesity management.
Semaglutide increases the insulin levels in the body. Simultaneously, semaglutide also decreases glucagon. Thereby, it helps in controlling blood sugars. It makes the blood sugars normal.
These drugs need to be carefully used in people who are poorly controlled diabetics, obese, but they have something like which is called as retinopathy. The retinopathy may worsen. The vision loss can be seen in these patients if these drugs are not used appropriately. So it is very important to understand these drugs have side effects, and these side effects need to be discussed with your doctor before you start the medication.